Alright, I'm going to do a quick little unboxing video of the new Zeiss Touit 32mm f1.8. Now this lens I'm going to be unboxing is the E-mount version. This lens also comes in the X-mount version for the Fuji cameras, and that has a manual aperture control ring. So when you get this in the mail, you'll get a very nice big white box. Has a bunch of pictures of the lens on the front, sides, all of it. The inner box slides out. Put that to the side. And on the inside you can see a nice little touch, the internal diagram of the planar design that Zeiss is known for in some of their normal lenses. On the inside you'll see some blue foam that's very nice and dense. It's protecting all the lenses, and it's a nice little cutout. It has the lens shade. Now this is plastic right here. However, it does snap in very securely, and it does help with stray light getting on the lens. The lens itself, very nice and hefty. A lot more so than the Sony 35mm that I have. It's a lot, well, it's not a lot bigger. It feels bigger, especially when you're shooting it. It is noticeably heavier. That's not always a bad thing. I'm used to my Nikon AIS lenses. Those are solid as a rock. This is a little less so because I can feel a little bit of plastic construction. Zeiss had to cut a couple corners in making sure this was a very light lens for the mirrorless cameras of today. I'm going to take the little back cap off. You can see the rear element there, nice and large compared to the Sony. That'll cover the APS-C sensor a little better. Hopefully will provide better cross-frame sharpness than the Sony does. The front, very nice pinch type cap. Turn it right side up here. There we go. I really like this design. I hope all lens manufacturers always continue to do this. And the front, you'll see the front element is, no surprise here, about the same size as the Sonys. They sport the same f1.8 aperture. The only difference in focal length is 3mm. So they're nearly identical when it comes to field of view on a APS-C sensor. So I haven't had too awful much time to shoot with this lens, but what I can say is that I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. The image quality, starting already at about f2.5, I'm going to say, is already outstanding. At f4 and beyond, it's just perfection, it feels like. There is a little problem with flare that I'm noticing that is a little surprising given the T-star coating on the lens, but it's not too much to be worried about. It's about the same as the Sony. As far as bokeh, can't form too much of a qualitative analysis on that, although it's hard to be qualitative with bokeh anyway. It's more subjective. I like what I see so far. Focusing, however, it's a little bit slower than the Sony, and it's noticeably noisier. I think this uses some sort of screw type focusing inside the lens, that it isn't driven by the camera, obviously. It's a lot noisier than Sony's 35mm, which is near silent. So I'm pretty sure this is lens specific and not specific to just my lens. So it's kind of unfortunate in that regard. So I can tell, in addition to this not having optical stabilization like the Sony does, it has very noisy focusing, which makes it a double no-no for video work. I'll do a little bit of videos with this with flare and things that you can see, but if I did a whole lot of video, I would stick with the Sony 35mm. So that's all for this little hands-on look at the new Zeiss Touit 32mm f1.8. I hope to get some first impressions on my website soon, so just check back then, and you all have a great day.